us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go. 180!
Silver. Hey, check 20.
Lock!
Check 52.
21.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
Here we go.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
26.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got his man, that's Harry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Go ahead. 12.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Don't get nervous.
21. Here we go.
This is Harris, and he loses the football a 2nd time, and it's picked up by the Steelers, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there, and Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Underthrow.
2nd and 11. Blitz coming, And down he goes.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not how.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll look to throw here. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Counter. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go. 180!
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Hey, gun.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Here we go. Black 80! 21.
Check. Lucky.
On first down, it's Harris. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
This is Michel on the counter. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, Michel. Room to run inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run on first down. Harris. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Oh, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Andy Isabella there to make the grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do, because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
21. Bravo.
Mike's 50.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, 45 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone?
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here we go,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
No.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Rush in.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Counter. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Here we go. Can't choose on. Buzz. 54.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Let's go, defense.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Whip. 22 jet bomber, 22 ready, go.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw here. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
31 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run with White. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
21. Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, gun.
Who's that?
And the blitz does come. Able to find Isabella. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Hey, dude. Hey. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Yeah. You don't want none. 26, Mike. 26.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Slam, 66.
Now it's Connor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Patriots' 23-yard line.
Let's go. 15 money. Get in the right room. Set, go.
He'll drop to throw. To Connor on the check down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, 1st down. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
21. Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up second down.
Here we go. Wait, 80.
50 to Mike.
Flag.
Hey, watch the screen.
Yes.
On second down now, it's White, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
New England on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Shoot! Bang!
Clock. 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Under a heavy rush and down he goes. Malik Collins able to get him for a loss of about 3. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Got an open man, it's Washington. A first down and then some, 36 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the counter, it's Connor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Connor. And an alley to run. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, 26 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it. This is Michel. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
26 minutes.
Back to throw. Garoppolo. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Now Michel. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, hold it. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Throwing on second down. Garoppolo going for Hurd on the deep ball. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on third down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about you. Throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They'll run here with Connor. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage of game there is really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want. The right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime.